Hi everybody. Okay, there's two things I really want to touch on with this video, and of course I'm going to talk about more than that, but I'm saying there are two main points I really want to get across here. Okay. So the first one is Sharon Case has been with YNR for 30 years. So her standalone episode is September 27th, which is a week from tomorrow. So keep that in your calendar because I've seen some standalone episodes, and what they do is they highlight the actor and they show the best clips, and then they bring it back to present day. So it promises to be a good episode. All right. As for the episode today, I took away three big things here. And I might throw some fashion stuff in here too, because I don't think there's enough stuff to make a video just about that. So I'll include everything here. Okay. The storyline with Sharon Case and Lyndon Ashby as Cameron Kirsten's ghost is great. I think it's going to come to a head and something major is going to happen. Now, I've been saying this for a while and just so you know, there was an episode of The Locker Room with Alan Locker that talked to Sharon Case, Michelle Stafford, and Joshua Morrow because they all celebrate 30 years this year. And so they touched on the storyline going on right now. And Sharon Case always said that I guess she wanted to focus on her dark side or the character's dark side because let's be honest, for the most part, Sharon is a sunny person, really open, really nice, all that stuff. But, after a while you start to wonder, do they have a dark side and what does it look like? And, you know, will we ever see it? So we're starting to see it. Definitely. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this in this video, but I'll just go ahead and do it now. I see it coming to a dark end for somebody because the way Cameron Kirsten is talking to Sharon, we have to do something. We have to do something big and we have to do it now. And, this is the only way you're going to get everything you want. You have to do something big. So I don't know if it means, now it could go two ways that I can think of. She could either hurt Phyllis or Daniel. I say Daniel because the character of Daniel is connected to Cassie's death. If Cassie wasn't in the car, if Cassie wasn't driving the car, nothing would have happened to her and she wouldn't have died, right? Okay, so Sharon might hold him responsible for that. And she might want to hurt Phyllis because she wants to hurt somebody. Assuming this is where she's coming from psychologically, okay? She might want to hurt somebody, so the other person she might want to do something to is Phyllis, because Phyllis is Daniel's mother. And she doesn't want to hurt Daniel, but what would hurt Daniel more than hurting his mother or something? I don't know. But once again, those are speculation. I have no idea. I'm just going based on what I see day to day. Okay, now on to other stories. Okay, so we have to find out what happens with Lily and Victor and how it's going to affect Billy, right? Okay, first of all, this is where the fashion comes in. for a second. Crystal Khalil decided to lighten up her hair. I noticed that today because Billy wanted to have a discussion with Lily. So they were alone for about 2 minutes before Phyllis walks in and says she's going to be behind Billy. And she very confidently and abruptly tells Lily, hi, I'm the new COO of Abbott Chancellor. So Lily says, wow, okay. And her face, I can't recapture her face, but her face said it all. And then later on in the same episode, he says, well, I didn't really appreciate you coming in here because I thought that I was going to have a conversation with just Lily and I, and you kind of busted in, and I didn't want that. So yeah, that was kind of odd. Okay. So then, the rest of the episode is pretty much who's going to help Sharon and what are they going to do. Now, apparently, I got to tell you something, and I probably said this before, so forgive me, but I don't watch every single minute of the episode because sometimes I just can't. So, when they said, well, the cover up is Sharon said she had to get ready for a meeting. And apparently she gave a location for said meeting, but there was no meeting because Cameron Grimes, as Mariah, said, I'm at the location, but where are you? So I say that Sharon's character story is starting to unravel because people are starting to pick apart her lies or her stories that she's trying to build to make them believe something, but it's not the truth. So I think if they're smart enough and if they write it this way, then people start catching on to something's really wrong with Sharon. Now, I've said this before also, but I'm going to give it a twist. Okay, what I said before is it's all interwoven, right? So if Sharon is found out by all these people, it'll unravel the story between her and Cameron. So then she won't need Cameron anymore. And that whole angle will be gone. And I don't see them writing it that way. Because, think about it. You're a writer and you work every day on the storyline. And if you write it one way, it keeps going. If you write it another way, it totally breaks the whole thing. So I don't see them wanting to change it. So that means something's going to happen for Cameron's character or ghost to go away because whatever happens is going to fix something, and she's not going to need the presence of him anymore. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think. Once again, I may be totally wrong because I have been totally wrong a couple times. Or I'll see a storyline going one way and then it'll go totally the other way. So, okay. A little bit of fashion. I did like Phyllis's dress for the past 2 days. It's like electric royal blue in that family. I like it. Okay. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. What's going on with Sharon? How are we gonna help her? And also a little bit of Phyllis and Billy and that whole thing. Now, if they stay true to form, that means tomorrow they're probably going to focus on, not Lily, Lucy, Daniel, and his family, and maybe Jackie and Diane and Kyle and that whole thing. So, keep watching. I'll keep watching, and I'll give you all the info I got. So, all right, I guess.